Hey everyone, welcome back to your Astro Week Who's Hot This Week horoscopes for the week of January 23rd to January 29th, 2017, that I write for the Echo newspapers in good old Supernatural, Kamloops, BC. Hi everyone, I'm Sonny. Alright, first things first, let me tell you what's going on. The next list that's coming out is The Biggest Heartbreaker, and that should be out tomorrow. But I haven't finished writing it yet, and you know, there's an astrological component to it, and I'll tell you guys what I think a heartbreaker is and how the astrology fits in. But in the meantime, I actually haven't finished writing it. I'm going to finish that tonight. So if you have your own ideas or your own suggestions, please leave them in the list. Please leave them in the comment section on this video, and so I can know what everybody's thinking and what's going on, and I'll do my best to add it to the video tomorrow. All right, so that's the action on that. Biggest heartbreakers coming up. Next, I want to spend a special shout out to someone who's extremely beautiful, was an important part of my life, and on Wednesdays, and she took care of me, which is kind of important because I'm always busy, and it's a beautiful administrator where I have to hang out on Wednesdays, and she's an Aries. She's an absolutely beautiful Aries. It's really cute, and I walk in and she says, "Sonny, I've got bad news." And I'm like, all right, like, hit me, I can definitely take it. And she says she's got to go. She's going back to Taiwan. She has to, she's being called, and she has to go. And I'm like, I'm going to miss you, sexy, but that's just the way the action is, you know. Sometimes, just to let you guys know the whole deal, in my life, I've had many people very close to me die along my journey, and it started when I was young. And it, all through my teenage years, and then we all know my sister passed away when I was in my 20s, and we all know, we all know I'm a Freemason, and as a Freemason I spent more than my fair share of time going to funerals. So, and in the music biz, quite often, well, you only see people for the show, or me anyways, because I'm a cutter. I don't play in any bands, so it's not like I practice with anybody. Just kind of see these guys for the show, and then they're gone. I never see them again. And the same with teaching. Once the kids reach a certain age, they're gone, and that's just the action of it. So although I didn't expect this, I knew something was going to happen yesterday. I am an astrologer, but I didn't know she's the one who's going to be leaving. So just want to let you guys know, all we really have in life are moments, and you have to make the best of your moments, and just, be at peace with everything along your journey. It's not always the easiest ride, but it's your ride, and you should respect and cherish it. And for the moments that we shared together, I fully appreciate them. I feel blessed to have known you and have you in my life, and although you're not dying or anything, you are going to the other side of the world, and I'm probably not going to see you again. So beautiful. I'd like to say thank you for taking care of me. I fully appreciate it, and I'll see you in the stars. And what's up? Wishing you the absolute best on the next stage in your journey. Alright, let's get to some horoscopes. I'm not crying today, get real. It's not even although I am kind of quiet today. Alright, next, let's get down to some horoscopes here. This week, here's the overview for the week of January 23rd to January 29th, 2017. This week, the moon's going to be in upwardly mobile. They like the finer things in life. They very much like to look good when they're out and about. They're definitely workaholics, and they are tough love kind of guys, and that's Capricorn. So this means, but there's a but in this. According to my chart, it's not exactly a new moon. It's the very end of the old moon cycle energy, and we're going to have new beginnings at the end of the week. But for what we're talking about right now, or at least when it gets to the weekend, but what we're talking about right now, everyone has to finish up all the old business. They have to wrap everything up. And starting next week should be the last of the new students are coming in, the last of the new this is happening. This week I broke up the band. I split my band into two, beginners and advanced kids. Next week we're going to push through the music. Everything you're doing should wrap up right now. Mars and Venus are in healing Pisces. So again, whatever your action is, clean it up, tie up loose ends, say hello to whoever you have to say hello to, say goodbye to whoever you have to say goodbye to, and have a lot of, just make peace with your journey. Life is about 2017 has arrived, and it's a great opportunity to say goodbye and to say hello and to embrace the journey that you're on. And the Capricorn energy should make it all step by step. It should be all beautiful. It should be calm, and it should all be successful. And I wish everyone the absolute best, because for some people, I know this kind of endings and beginnings kind of vibe is not easy for a lot of people. But if you're cool with your journey and you make the most of your moments, take the time to make every moment special. That's more than the best that you can do. That's more than the best that you can do. All right, so that's the overview. Next week, you got to finish up everything, because you have to. Every single sign has to finish everything, or else you're going to have lingering residual stupidness follow you around in your next cycle, and you don't really want that. All right, what else do we have going out in here? Special shout out to Michael Mahoney, of course. He asked a really good question, and I'd like to relate that to everyone. Or I'd like to tell it to everyone. He had and just to let you guys know, I am super busy and I really can't get to all the comments, but I love to see them, I love to read them, and I really love the way everybody sticks up for each other. It's so cute, Team Aries, you blah blah blah, Team Virgo. Sonny, you don't like it. Like, I give a shit. Alright, here we go. Alright, back to the question at hand. Okay, so Mike writes in and he wants to know about Chinese horoscopes and how they're different. But it's not like, it wasn't a technical question, it was more along the signs of the stories and how the symbols are different. But I'll tell you guys right now what's going on. I'm not a Chinese astrologer, I'm not a Vedic astrologer, I'm a Western astrologer. So in Western astrology, in Chinese and Western astrology, the stories are different. The glyphs are different, the characters in the stories are different. Some of the energies are similar. Some of the characteristics and behaviors of signs in the Western zodiac correspond with some of the signs in the Chinese zodiac. But once again, they're just stories that are preserved within these systems of timing. Now, having said that, and of course different parts of the world are going to preserve their own stories in different ways, just like Mayan astrology is different, it's all a little different. And so, First Nations, Native American, they have their myths and legend that are tied into the stars as well. The Greeks did, the Romans did. So, at where we sit today, yes, there are similarities. The Chinese system of astrology does, it's obviously that it's based on your birth year, but they also, when predicting things, they use the time and date system as well, as with most other astrologers. Now the confusion arises when, just like Western astrology that's decided to focus upon the sun sign aspect of things, and they like to say that people are that part of their energy, or that that's part of who they are, the major characteristic. It may or may not necessarily be true. And the same goes for Chinese astrology, where they say you're either a rat or a snake or a dragon or whatever you want, depending on the year you're born. But again, that's not necessarily accurate as well. I mean, some of the characteristics do filter through on a person-by-person basis, but we're so much more than, in Chinese astrology, the year you're born, and in Western astrology, the month you're born. Someone left an interesting comment saying, we're 3 signs, we're this. No, man, you're not. You're one person with different energies that flow through your body, through your emotions, through your psyche, and it flows in cycles. And it's up to you to channel those energies and manifest the reality that you want. And that's just the action on that. Don't blame him. Don't blame the universe for your stupidness. And so that's the action. So yeah, Chinese and they have a different way of looking at it. They're talking about you're lacking a certain element in Chinese astrology, so you got to bring that up here and that'll normalize you and make everything super jiggy cool. Western astrology kind of does it opposite. They're like, it's just different. But the approach is the same, but the stories are different. However, I'm quite certain when using Chinese astrology to predict things, they are guys who know what they're doing in that system. I'm sure they're just as accurate as Vedic astrologers, and definitely just as on point as Western astrologers. And that's my take on that. So thanks, Mike. That was an awesome question, as always. And so, no, the stories don't line up. But having said all that, I've said it before, the stories that we follow of each sign in Western astrology is not necessarily what astrology is about anyways. So just saying once again, we are much more than these archetype characteristics that are preserved in the zodiac. And that's the action. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. Next, here are the Stargazer horoscopes for January 23rd to January 29th, 2017, that I write for the Echo newspapers and good old Supernatural BC. And once again, thanks everybody for sharing the videos. I super appreciate it. Thanks for commenting on all the lists. The lists are adorable. And the next stream of videos to come out, of course, we're going to have the Heartbreakers tomorrow. But I'm going to put out a series of short videos on what I've learned from each sign. And I'm quite certain you're going to be surprised to hear what I've learned from each sign. Here we go. Dear Aries. Aries. Oh, I'm going to miss you, beautiful. I'm definitely going to miss you. Dear Aries, a light begins to shine on an adventure you had doubts with. Life energies push unfavorably against long-range plans, but it's a challenge you're up for. Tie up loose ends. You got that, Aries? I don't know what else to say except good luck. The past is still calling, and it has a major hold. Like, look at this. The past is calling. There's problems going on behind the scenes. There is love and benevolence there, and people are helping you, but there's still people behind the scenes trying to come and get you. And there's controlling issues, and there's a problem coming from afar. So, good luck, sweetheart. I will absolutely wish you the best. And once again, I will see you in the stars. Dear Taurus, watching the weather brings dreams of travel. Taurus, hey guys, it's raining rats and frogs out here on the left coast, man. It is cold and damp and wet, and as you can see, there's no light today. There's no light except maybe by here. Alright, so Taurus, watching the weather brings dreams of travel and a long desired vacation, but the daily focus is shifted to your career. Wear that cute scarf when out in the public. Fans will walk up and say hello. You got that, Taurus? I know you're still dreaming about the exotic. You still want to kind of go on a vacation or some kind of nonsense like that. Joint finances are a struggle. Your daily life is big and busy, and your friends are like, whatever. They're pushing and pulling. But we are entering a new cycle where, Taurus, the light is shining on your public career. So if you need some help, or you don't need some help, or whatever, that's your action. So be cool with it. Do whatever you want, Taurus. I don't care anymore. But like, but that's the action. When you're out, people are going to notice you. Dress your best and be prepared to advance your new beginning, because by the end of next week, it's going to be here. Good luck. Dear Gemini, as long-term goals come into reach, you're faced with the decision to either keep working your career or to devote some time to love. Your neglected love life requires attention. Sure, obviously, but business is rarely this prosperous. Subconscious efforts reveal your rewards. And that's the action, Gemini. You know, like, love is there. Love is always there for a Gemini. It's not like it's, love is always there for a Gemini. You're sexy, you're flirtatious, and whenever you want, all you gotta do is step out and say hello, and they're gonna be lining up. But right now, it's your career. Like, it's not necessarily your career, but like, Oh, it's your career. You're like creative, like you've never been, like you haven't been creative in like 10, 12 years. Just keep doing it, keep doing it. As with all the signs, you're setting the template right now that's going to guide you for the next 10 years. So like, by all means, push it. What about love, Sonny? Do you want love to be with you for 10 years? Are you going to miss it? Gemini, if love works for you right now, it's going to be long-term and it's going to be stable and it's going to be committed. There's a possibility for someone older to step into the game. It's going to be a little controlling. But like, you might have to sign some documents in love. You know, a prenup agreement is definitely in order for Gemini. But like, I don't know what to say. You know, we only have moments and we don't really want to let them pass us by. But at the same, you know, so if someone winks, obviously you got to step to the plate. But in, you know, this might, you know, you have a creative opportunity that you are working towards. So keep going. Dear Cancer. Oh, and your subconscious will reveal the answer. So wherever you close your eyes, that direction that you move, that's probably going to be the answer. Dear Cancer. Close relationships continue their transformations, but you'll have the assets to make the best of a trying situation. A light begins to shine on joint finances and an inheritance. Love uncovers a mystery. Straight up, Cancer, you're going into love is shining on your joint finances, and it's highlighting some of your more frisky and kinky nature. So if that's your action, Cancer, by all means, get out and play, because that's what the energy's pushing you towards. Yes, relationships are a little cuckoo bananas still. Yes, it hurts. Yes, your daily life is restricted. Yeah, you might smash up the car again. You know, yeah, your health might have problems again. But just push through. And just push through. This cycle is going to be over in a short time, you know, a couple of months, and then we're going to be moving on to other stuff. So just enjoy it while you can. And in the meantime, yeah, higher learning and distant shores still have your attention, but the light is beginning to shine on your frisky side. So Cancer, if there's someone that you love, get out and snuggle up, and I absolutely wish you the best. Next, dear Leo. Even as days continue to evolve with uncontrollable and sometimes undesirable results, you knew from the beginning that this journey would have bumps. Money challenges, but your fight to win spirit will save the day. It's hero time, Leo, and love is watching. You got that, Leo? What's going on? Oh man, Leo, busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy, busy. And but money's good. Money's really good, but it's busy, busy, busy. Anyways, a light is shining on love. So if you're looking, then, you know, you're going to find love right now. Love is good, and joint finances are good. Dear Virgo. Okay, Virgo, this is important. Even though life feels blessed with all things Virgo, this is not the time to rest on your rewards. There may be bumps, but the energy is still pushing you forward. Keep shining. You know, Virgo, like I just said to Gemini, you know, we don't get these opportunities every day. You know, you got to make the most of your moments when you have them. So, like, you can, like, goof off all you want if you're goofing. Sonny, how could you say, you know, Virgos are workaholics? We never go. Okay, whatever. Like, I really don't care today. So, things have been good. You're extremely confident, and you're definitely, well, here's the thing. You're not actually on an upswing, Virgo. You're starting to peak. So, visualize that and use that to the best of your advantage. When you're on the top of a mountain, is not, you know, as you're peaking, it's not necessarily the time to rest on your rewards, as we said here. It's time to think of more mountains to climb or more adventures to take. Just saying. Anyways, let's continue here. Dear Libra, romantic overtures serenade with words you're hoping to hear, but the pace of the day is just too busy to indulge the heart. Oh, Libra. Stick to your schedule, but make an active plan to balance your energies. Love is walking beside you. So you got that, Libra. Finally, I mean, you've been cuckoo bananas for a while now, and it's not the weirdest thing because you're like a relationship sign, and your relationships are cuckoo bananas, and whenever that happens, well, it's not always the coolest thing. Kind of like when the control freaks energy sets into Sagittarius or Aquarius, it's not always the coolest thing, but it's kind of the way it is, so they gotta, flow with what's happening. So, this energy you've been going through, the flow, you've been making the most of it, you've been doing your best to surf the uncertainties. However, it has made you somewhat jaded, and it has made you inconsistent, and it has made you less than desirable. None of which are things that Libra likes to hear of themselves. But nonetheless, that's the fact, and that's what's happening right now. Now, this cycle is going to end this week. Tie up loose ends, say goodbye to everyone you have to say goodbye to. I know Libra doesn't like to say goodbye. I don't like to say goodbye. I never say goodbye, Sonny. Oh yeah? Well, how about saying... Okay. Alright. Well, do whatever you got to do then to make peace with your decisions, because it's time to move on. Alright. Having said that, love is calling. Libra, love is calling, but you're super busy right now, and you've been weird. So straighten it all up, get back to the scene, make room for everything, because of all the signs, Libra, as much as you like to pretend to be independent, you're stronger when you team up. Next, dear Scorpio, spring cleaning arrives early. No kidding, man. It seems as if spring cleaning arriving for everybody. Anyways, Scorpio, spring cleaning arrives early. Casual hopes, memories, and fallen dreams have been cluttering both your physical and emotional worlds. It's time to clean things up before... it's time to clean things up, Scorpio, before you fall, before you trip on forgotten illusions. You got that, man? Stupidness is lying around, and at one time, sometimes it bogs us down, sometimes it trips us up. Scorpio, it's time to clear house. Spring cleaning has come early this year, and you're going to want to get this done because things are about to get super busy in a very positive way. Dear Sagittarius, romance and playful adventures are both on the horizon, but for now you're in a cycle of grounding and taking care of what will allow those dreams to manifest. It's a grounding time. It's super important. I think it kind of sucks when it happens, and it happens for all of us like every year or once every 2 years, but it happens. And for some signs, they don't really like it. But it's so important that it's not even funny. Do what you got to do to take care of the home. Do what you got to do to ground yourself. Make the best of your home environment so that when you go out on your crazy adventures, you've got something nice to come home to. It's very important in life. And so, well, it's very important for some signs anyways. And that's your action, Sagittarius. Take care of what grounds you. Dear Capricorn, a break is on the way, but not before you sort a new beginning to your financial streams. Plan carefully because your decisions during this astral cycle will set your financial template for the next journey. Love pushes for a new home. Yeah, Capricorn, new financial stream. Tie up loose ends this week and, push forward into the new beginning. In a couple of weeks, you're going to be in the grounding cycle and you're going to be doing things at home. A home-based business or making money from your home might pop up. You might sell your house and move altogether, but that's coming on. That's, Sagittarius is just leaving that. Sagittarius is looking for a home, grounding it. Capricorn's thinking of selling. Well, that's the action. Dear Aquarius, ready or not, Aquarius, the universe casts a light on all things Aquarius. And happy birthday, Aquarius. Definitely. You might feel reclusive and nostalgic, but the fans are calling for another encore. Love returns from the past. And what can I say? Aquarius is an absolutely beautiful sign that does deserve the best of the best, and all you have to do is allow yourself to be beautiful. Having said that, Aquarius, you might be feeling a little down on energy, you might be a little nostalgic, a little reclusive, but you might fall into a love affair behind the scenes as well. Might be some lovers sneaking around back there, or you might be sneaking around back somewhere. But anyways, the light is beginning to shine on you. Ready or not, it's spotlight time. And finally, there's Pisces. Pisces, sometimes an abundance of opportunities actually spreads our energies thin. As you enter a reflective cycle, take a moment and prioritize your dreams. Looking back will lead forward. So again, for the last couple of signs, some of them, Capricorn's got to ground themselves. Aquarius is stepping into the spotlight, but they got to watch watch out what's going on in the past. They're a little reclusive. And Pisces, I didn't mention it, but Pisces is all about friends and their social network right now. But they're entering into a reflective cycle where they can, dwell and romanticize about the past. But really what you should be doing, Pisces, is getting ready for the future. Some people can tie it all up in like a moment. If you're in Aries, you can tie it up in a moment. If you're a Pisces, you might need a couple of weeks to do it. And Pisces, it looks like you're going to take a couple of weeks to tie up the loose ends. And that's the action. What a day. I hope everyone's having an absolutely beautiful day. It's not exactly stressful, but endings and beginnings definitely take its toll on Scorpios. But I'm a big boy and I can handle it. This week's Lucky in Love, everyone. Here we go. Capricorn and Cancer, with Pisces and Virgo heating up fast. As for everyone else, be a super amazing, fantastic wing and pick up the check. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the absolute best. Have a beautiful week. Finish your chores, tie up loose ends. Well, let's usher in 2017 with wonderfully open arms. And I'll see you soon.